DICE just dropped a new development update outlining Season 2 and beyond, so let's take a look. First up, we have core gameplay, with the specialist rework being introduced in Season 3 as they're positioned into more traditional classes with some locked gadgets for each. More visual updates with new animations and looks for them will arrive in the future too, along with new voice lines to replace the old ones and increase immersion. Just to be clear and clarify, these specialist restrictions aren't gun-based. Any gun can still be used with any class, this will just be gadgets and to refine them more into the old classes that we used to know. After they promised to bring portal guns to All Out Warfare, we have our first two, which are on screen now. And these will be unlockable via challenges, with more to come in Season 2 and beyond, so this is just the beginning for those. For map reworks, we have the Renewal rework that we are already aware of, along with an in-depth look at Orbital, with a new, far superior immersive environmental art direction, more cover in lanes, and even a new flag on top of the main hills. Just look at this main runway, and tell me it doesn't look infinitely better than the old one did. It looks war-torn, it looks like the future world that we were told about in the trailers. Anyway, improvements are everywhere on this map. For example, the tunnel on Orbital has also received many more entrances and exits to make it a more appealing and viable path to get to places on the map. Now looking to the future, for Season 2 we've been told that more Portal content is on the way, thank God. We've got a new battle pass for All Out Warfare, along with more guns, vehicles, gadgets, and a new map. Speaking of this new map, we got our first look at it. It seems very close quarters inside this ship area with a drained part of the Panama Lake surrounding it. It's going to be a fun one, I think, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it, although it doesn't seem like naval combat will be making a huge return here like some hoped. We can expect more information later this month, along with the promise that future seasons will include a similar amount of content to this one. Were you expecting this season to have more content than last season? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, and this is completely off script here, I'm just thinking this up, I'm pretty happy with this. The amount of content they've given us just for this one dev update that isn't exactly to outline everything in Season 2 is substantial, and giving us two reworks back to back, one each month, it does show that they're ramping up content. Now, I do have one slight concern, and that is that this new map feels awfully familiar. Many people on the subreddit I know already, even though this has just come out, will be drawing parallels from this to Discarded, and it's going to be a real challenge for DICE to try and justify why they've made two maps that follow a similar premise. There's got to be something to differentiate this map from the one we already have in Discarded. I'm sure I like this one more, and I think that the main draw for this will be the CQB environments inside the ship, judging by the gameplay that we've seen, but they really need to justify its existence compared to the one we already have, because some people might not be happy that we're getting a map that we've already had a map based on the same premise. If there's enough differentiation between this map and Discarded, I'm a happy man. Now, if you'd like to read further into what DICE has to say about this, there's a link down below that takes you straight to the blog about this update, this new dev corner, whatever you want to call it. So go down there, have a read. It goes more in depth about specialists, about the class restrictions, but if you don't want to do that, we'll go through that right now. I'd advise you to read that in your own time, because I'm going to condense things and it's better to read it as it is. So it does overall go over how the specialists are being integrated, and it lists off all the gadgets that are going to be there for each class. But one thing I want to draw attention to is the fact that they're trying to define these specialists into more as subclasses rather than individual roles. They're trying to define the classes into assault, etc, like they were in the previous games, but there will be subgenres, subclasses in those that will fit the specialist model. Now, as for the portal weapons mentioned before, the assignments listed for unlocking the M16 and the M64 are listed. 30 kills and assists with underbarrel grenade launchers and 100 kills and assists with the M16 or the SFAR to unlock that. Not quite sure why 100 kills with the M16 is there to unlock the M16. Maybe this is a placeholder, but this is the information we're given. And for the M60, we have a similar unlock scheme with 100 kills and assists with that weapon or the PKPVP, and 100 teammates resupply with ammo, which was something we'd typically see within the support role. What'll be personally interesting for me to see will be how they've refined these weapons, their balancing, their animations, etc. Because playing in Portal, and I spend a lot of time in Portal, as you can tell by some of my other videos, the animations are slightly stiff compared to All Out Warfare, so I'm hoping that they've been refined and adjusted to make them fit and seem more polished in the main part of the game. After this, they do just reiterate that the start of Season 2 is coming soon, and that they'll detail the new specialist later on this month, along with the new guns, weapons, gadgets, etc., and take a more in-depth look at the map. Now, this is something that I almost missed, and I have to thank the guys over at the 2042 No Salt Discord for this, is that there's some information about how the menu is going to work. Now, the 3-panel menu that we currently have for All Out Warfare will be gone, and everything will be merged into one to make it more seamless and accessible to get into each mode. This is something that I think will attract a lot of people into Portal and into Hazard Zone, because right now you have to directly be looking for those to actually go to them. So that's it. That's everything we've learned today. We'll learn more in the future soon, but how do you find it? What are your opinions? Let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to talk to me or the people that love this game, you can join the No Salt Discord server link below. Come join us. We're talking about this update right now. We'd love to have you if you like this game. Even if you don't, as long as you're No Salt, you can pretty much speak your mind, and it's a great place to be. Also, check out Comets, Exodus Archives, a lore series that's coming out soon, August 26th, which is amazing. Can't wait for that. There's a teaser below for you to check out. Keep that in mind, August 26th. Anyway, thank you for choosing your information source as me today. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.